Thank you for tuning into another episode of Classified Captures. Expect to be thrilled, excited, and my personal favorite, scared, even if a little by some of today's clips. Without wasting too much of your precious time, let's jump right into it. Have you ever seen a ball of fire gracefully hovering among the leaves of a towering tree? If you answered no, today's your lucky day. People in the area are fascinated by this unusual sight, calling it a light entity. It shows up unexpectedly and stays a safe distance away. Locals of the area also state that while unexpected and strange, this light entity is a frequent visitor of the vicinity. This spectacle has given rise to speculations and discussions among the locals, prompting them to delve into the possible explanations behind its manifestation. Some state it's not a supernatural entity and that there has to be a logical explanation, while the majority entertain the idea of it being a guardian spirit. Some even say it might be a deity of the town coming for regular visits. What do you think? Now get ready for an eerie sight as we dive into footage from a Texas park dating back to 2015. But beware, what may initially resemble dropping servings of spaghetti will turn out to be a cluster of earthworms intricately woven together in a rather unsettling formation. This strange and repulsive display prompts immediate questions about the cause behind such peculiar behavior in earthworms. Worms are typically known for their underground activities, crucial for maintaining soil health. Witnessing them suddenly emerge en masse, especially in this bizarre entanglement, is not a common occurrence. Some who saw it believe that a storm caused the worms to come up from the ground, after which they were washed up to the road. Given that the center of the road had the least amount of water, they remained there till the water began to recede and drain. It's at this moment they may have formed the balls we see, which is actually something they're known to do to stay alive. These are all speculations, of course, but having seen it yourself, what do you think this is? A communal effort to stay alive? A display of unusual mating behavior? Or are the worms plotting something ominous? Share your thoughts in the comments section. In the course of his exploration, Luisito, the YouTuber known for delving into abandoned historic sites, found himself in Chernobyl, Ukraine. This area carries the weight of a tragic nuclear explosion during the World War, giving rise to tales of radiation-induced deformities on creatures and other eerie phenomena. In this particular footage, Luisito, unknowingly accompanied by an unexpected audience, stands by a wrecked car in the eerie woods. What transpires next is a chilling revelation. A creature, humanoid in appearance but clad in fur, emerges among the trees, lingering briefly before disappearing into the shadows. The enigmatic sighting sparks speculation among viewers, with some pondering whether this could be a Bigfoot, while others entertain the notion that it might be one of the creatures purportedly deformed by the lingering radiation in the area. Could that be the case? Back in 2011 in Russia, a local farmer was woken up in the middle of the night by an intensive earthquake. As he woke up, he realized that the quake was not what he thought it was. It was an explosion. So the farmer set out to investigate, only to retrieve this: the burnt remains of a strange creature. The head looked almost human, but its lower jaw was much bigger than a human's. The creature, smaller than the average adult human, exhibited limbs resembling those of an animal rather than a human. This spectacle was found in a maize farm, so the burned body was attached to corn husks and some maize. Now the question is, what is this? The locals said it could be an ancient witch that lives in the woods and eats children, but some scientists suspect it to be something else. With how the permafrost in Russia is melting, they believe that this could be one of the extinct creatures that might have escaped. As for the cause of the explosion, it remains a mystery to this day. So imagine this. You walk into your room and in the corner of the ceiling there's a centipede that's not exactly a garden variety. It's about the size of a snake. Naturally, this prompts a string of questions. What's the deal with this unusually large centipede? And did it accidentally stumble into the wrong room? Is it a mutant centipede, or do these things just come in plus size now? While we may not be witnessing the next great insect revolution, it does make you wonder what's going on in the insect world that we're not privy to. Security footage captured this bizarre situation on camera. As you can see, it's daytime and a person coming down the stairs stumbles. He didn't just stumble because he missed his step. No, a person popped out of the ground from nowhere. The scene presents itself as a peculiar moment that challenges our understanding of reality. Could it be a cleverly staged prank, with someone strategically hidden below the surface, ready to make an unexpected entrance? Or perhaps we're witnessing a momentary glitch in the Matrix? What do you think? Let us know in the comments section. In the streets of Italy, a mesmerizing anomaly unfolds, captivating both onlookers and scientists in equal measure as captured in footage that evokes a sense of wonder. Raindrops descend upon a small section of the road, leaving the surrounding area untouched and dry. Everyone passing by is both mesmerized and stunned, yet no one can explain what was happening. Scientists, ever eager to provide explanations, term this intriguing occurrence as localized rain. Localized rain occurs when specific conditions create a microenvironment conducive to precipitation in a confined space. Despite the rational explanation, the human tendency to seek meaning beyond the ordinary makes some wonder whether there might be something more to this meteorological display than meets the eye.
Mire, eso es una cosa, un fenómeno.
In the dusky evening sky over Colombia, around 7 p.m., a family found themselves amid an inexplicable phenomenon.
Ya han caído uno, allá hay otro aquí.
Allá va otro, allá va otro, allá va otro, allá abajo. Y de la calle se tiene que ver mejor.
Vea que está corriendo, no mire la calle.
The camera captured a mesmerizing sight, a luminous ball of light descending gracefully toward the earth. With the moon ruled out and the sun long set, the nature of this celestial display became a subject of speculation. Various theories emerged to account for this mysterious occurrence. Some have proposed the idea of a ball of lightning, a natural but rare atmospheric phenomenon. Others, fueled by a sense of wonder and curiosity, entertain the possibility of something more otherworldly in origin, something alien. Having seen it yourself, what do you think might be the source of this luminous ball of light? Speaking of aliens, residents of a vicinity in Brazil saw this round metallic object on the ground in the middle of the road. This object was found after a loud explosion was heard throughout the area. The object was also burning from within. As news of this got out, people speculated that it could be an alien object from the sky. Local authorities, however, provided a different perspective, asserting that the mysterious object was a component of a machine from a nearby factory. Despite this official explanation, the factory itself has yet to confirm or deny the association with the enigmatic metallic sphere. This has left room for continued intrigue and speculation about the true nature of this unusual occurrence. Personally, I think it looks like a tinfoil wrapped around something, but what do I know? If you haven't already hit the like button, subscribed, or even dropped a comment so far, could you do so now? It goes a long way to help us make more videos for you. Thank you so much. Now back to today's episode. While driving on the road, the individual recording this footage came across a man in a white button-up shirt with trousers walking ahead of his car. It seemed like he was taking off his jacket, but then this happened. Out of nowhere, this person in a red shirt appears. If you take a closer look, you'd realize that there was initially no one in sight except for the man walking. It's not readily understood how the second individual appears, and if you know anything about the internet, you know that theories would fly almost everywhere. Some believe it could be a glitch in the Matrix, whereas others believe it's all fake footage. The internet is saturated with edited footage to such an extent that distinguishing between real and fake occurrences becomes a challenging task when these events genuinely unfold. But what do you guys think? Real, glitch, or a complete hoax? Tell us in the comments section. The mystery deepens on the shores of Japan as a large orange metal object mysteriously appears on the beach, leaving eyewitnesses and officials perplexed. The sheer size and weight of the object spark bewilderment, as no one can fathom how it was transported there overnight. With no clear explanation for its presence, various theories have emerged, including the possibility that it might be of extraterrestrial origin. The lack of clues makes it difficult to find the origin or purpose of the object. Either way, what's your take on this colossal orange presence on the beach? A worldly artifact, a cosmic mystery, or maybe a touch of both? This next clip continues the mystery of people seemingly appear out of thin air. While filming a waterfall, an unexpected and bizarre event unfolded as a mysterious figure materialized on a rock within the waterfall's cascade. The apparition appeared suddenly and vanished just as swiftly. Unlike the previous footage where others thought it could be a glitch, the setting of this incident makes it more eerie, with some suggesting the possibility of a ghost, perhaps connected to someone who met their fate in that location, while others entertain the idea of a water deity making a brief appearance. Bizarre, yet interesting. Beneath the veil of the night sky, a curious observer captures an enigmatic scene, an array of strange lights hidden behind the clouds. As the lights blink and change color, it looks like some sort of party out there beyond the sky.
Já faz mais de minuto que tá assim, cara. Nunca vi nada. É para lá só.
Honestly, I like to think that somewhere out there in the cosmos, a celestial DJ is spinning tunes while extraterrestrial beings do the moonwalk on a space dance floor. But hey, I'm not ruling out the possibility of the universe throwing a grand finale party either. It's been around for quite a few aeons after all. But on a serious note, what could they mean? As fun as they look, they could be signs, maybe nature's way of telling us something. But what could that be? In this curious image taken, there appears to be a creature hiding behind a tree. The upper part of the creature is visible as it peeks through a space between two branches of the tree. The creature appears to be very hairy, and looking at where its head is compared to the tree, the creature is huge, probably around 8 to 9 feet. The image was apparently captured from higher ground, giving us a unique bird's-eye view of the tree-hugging giant. It's not your regular ape. Some are donning their tinfoil hats, convinced that it's the elusive Bigfoot making a rare appearance in suburbia. Others are more skeptical, thinking it's just a neighbor with a flair for the dramatic, possibly trying out a new costume or pulling off the world's most elaborate photobomb. I'm tempted to lean toward the skeptical bunch, but what about you? This next one might make your stomach churn, so brace yourself. Now I know you were wondering what you're looking at here. This is the remains of Alyoshenka. Just in case you're wondering, the Alyoshenka, also known as the Kishtim dwarf, refers to the mysterious remains of a small humanoid creature reportedly discovered in the village of Kyolinovoy near Kishtim in Russia in 1996. The discovery gained attention due to its unusual appearance and the speculation surrounding its origin. The creature was about 10 inches, 25 centimeters tall, had a disproportionately large head, and lacked a visible navel, ears, or a mouth. Its features led some to speculate that it might be extraterrestrial in origin. However, the story is surrounded by controversy, and there are various theories about what Alyoshenka actually was. Some theories suggest that it was a deformed human fetus or a premature baby, while others argue that it could be a non-human primate. In any case, the lack of clear documentation and scientific analysis makes it challenging to determine the true nature of Alyoshenka. Now I know what you're thinking, but no, that's not King Ghidorah from the Monsterverse. If Ghidorah existed, the only way we'd make it out alive is if we had Godzilla or King Kong coming to our rescue, and clearly that's not an option. So what are we looking at then? Aaron believes it's a fake. Well, now if Aaron, the man who believes any animal could be a skinwalker, calls something as cool as this fake, then you should definitely believe him. Someone could possibly have edited lightning footage and made it look more ominous than it really is. Either that or we're in serious trouble. Having seen the footage yourself, what do you think? In yet another account of the alleged ball of lightning, a man and his daughters witnessed the glowing orb materializing in the sky above a mountain and descending slowly.
Descendo de novo, Beto, olha lá. Ela vai passar por nós aqui.
Despite it being daytime, the luminosity of the orb was unmistakable, and even their dog seemed intrigued, barking at the ethereal presence. The accounts of ball lightning often involve sightings during thunderstorms or in the vicinity of electrical activity. Despite being considered a natural phenomenon by some in the scientific community, its rarity and unpredictability have led to speculation and sometimes sensational interpretations, including claims of extraterrestrial or paranormal origins. While scientists have proposed various hypotheses to explain ball lightning, it remains one of the least understood natural phenomena. I won't pretend to fully understand them, but if any of you are watching does, please explain in the comments section. Aaron and I will be reading the comments. Just a quick reminder before the next clip comes, if you still haven't liked, commented, or subscribed, could you do so right now? You wouldn't want me to send a Bigfoot after you now, would you? As we continue to unravel the mysteries of the unknown, the next perplexing footage presents us with a colossal creature washed up on the shores of a Philippine beach. Given its size, everyone who saw it thought it was a whale. That's at least until they took a closer look at the creature and realized it had no discernible aquatic features, no fins, gills, or anything that might suggest it was a fish. Some speculated that it might be a giant squid, but that's not what a squid looks like. As everyone tried to find the origins of the creature, there were also some who wondered how it died. Given its size, they wondered if there was a much larger creature responsible for its death, and like its origin, no one had answers, not even us. I'll have to leave this one on a cliffhanger until we find answers, and I'll report back to you once we have the answers, if we ever do. Now, that's what you call an uninvited guest. Imagine hearing knocks and scratches at your door, only to open up to see a white lion there. The thought is a scary one because there's no way you're escaping a lion that close up. After carefully reviewing the footage, Jack, my new assistant, thinks that this lion may be domesticated and may have actually been trying to get into its master's quarters. Personally, I believe that's the only logical explanation here. How would you explain the lion trying to turn a doorknob? The concept of mermaids, or ningyo in Japanese, has a long and varied history in Japanese folklore and mystery. Unlike the Western portrayal of mermaids as beautiful human-fish hybrids, Japanese mermaids often have a more fantastical and mysterious appearance. In traditional Japanese folklore, there are stories of fishermen encountering mermaids at sea. These tales often describe mermaids as having a human-like upper body and a fish-like lower body. Some accounts depict them with a beautiful appearance, while others portray them as more monstrous. One notable artifact associated with Japanese mermaid lore is the Ibukjima mermaid mummy. In the late 19th century, a mummified creature purportedly to be a mermaid was displayed in Ibukjima, Japan. The creature had a monkey-like face and a fish-like lower body. In a daring underwater escapade, a diver plunges into the depths to witness the beauty of aquatic life, only to encounter an unexpected adversary, an aggressive sea lion with a disposition that seems less than welcoming. The creature, seemingly having woken up on the wrong side of the bed, initiates a series of attacks by swimming at high speed and forcefully slamming into the diver. While these marine mammals are generally known for their playful and curious demeanor, there are several reasons why a sea lion might display aggression toward a diver. It could be due to the animal feeling territorial, protective of its young, or reacting to perceived threats. In some cases, individuals may not be fully aware of how to interact safely with marine wildlife, which can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts. While we can't tell which of these is responsible for the sea lion's attack, it serves as a reminder that these animals can also be dangerous. Aside from all the paranormal and extraterrestrial talk we have from time to time, let's take a moment to appreciate the incredible spectacle that is the natural world. Nature is very beautiful, yet it can also be very terrifying. Just look at this. One moment the weather is all calm and cool, and the next minute the air becomes charged and clouds gather with a sense of purpose, after which storms and tornadoes announce their arrival with a powerful roar. And then there's the breathtaking power and majesty exhibited during the storms. Lightning dances across the sky, and thunder rumbles in the background. Terrifying, yet undeniably captivating. It's a vivid illustration of nature's might. Videos like this are a constant reminder that amidst all our paranormal ponderings and extraterrestrial escapades, the Earth itself is a marvel that deserves our admiration and respect. In the quiet night of Spirito Santo, residents were stirred by an unusual sound, but no one dared to check it out. The next day, they found this 2 deep dents in the ground. These imprints, marked by silverish-looking melted metal, suggest intense heat or burning at the point of impact. The melted substance had congealed, forming a solidified residue. The nature of these dents, coupled with the characteristics of the material, led locals to believe that whatever caused this anomaly descended from the sky. But what exactly could it be? Was it a meteorite, satellite debris, or an entirely different phenomena? Perhaps aliens? Share your thoughts in the comment section. Did you see that? Do you have any other explanation for it? The owner of this CCTV footage was reviewing the recordings from the previous night when they stumbled upon this puzzling incident. It was unlike anything he'd ever seen before. Perplexed, he decided to upload it online in hopes of finding answers, and boy, did the online community have a lot to say. Everyone seemed to be convinced that what they were witnessing here were actual ghosts. The big question on everyone's mind was, what kind of ghosts were they, and why were they roaming the neighborhood at that specific time? Unfortunately, no one had concrete answers. It was all speculation and suspicion. Some even went as far as suggesting that what we saw were not ghosts at all, but Santa and his reindeer traveling through the neighborhood. And you know what? Once you see it from that perspective, you can't unsee it. It really does look like reindeer pulling a sleigh. The only strange thing is why two of the reindeer seem to collide with the fence and disintegrate into dust. While the paranormal community grappled with this enigma, there were skeptics in the scientific community who claimed that they weren't dealing with ghosts at all. Instead, they proposed a rather mundane explanation. Those figures were just regular humans running. Sounds absurd, right? That's what I thought too until I heard their reasoning. Apparently, the low-quality nature of the video can distort human figures and make them appear ghost-like. As for the two entities that seemingly turned to dust, they might have simply thrown their coats onto the fence, but due to the video's poor quality, it created the illusion of disintegration. I didn't want to accept it at first, but it does seem logical, doesn't it? Well, that's for you to decide. What would you do if you heard a strange noise while exploring the wild? If you answered anything other than ran away, perhaps you ought to see a shrink. There's definitely no way that's safe enough for you to investigate. The owner of this footage, however, thinks otherwise. Upon hearing a mysterious noise emanating from beneath a cluster of rocks, he ventured closer to investigate. Recording, we see a glimpse of what he sees. The problem now is we're not sure what he's seeing. Could it be an alien? Could it be an extraterrestrial entity? Or perhaps it's a known land animal that eludes recognition due to the video quality? Well, we can't state with confidence what it is, but we're glad he didn't at least try to rescue it. Who knows what he could have unleashed on our already broken world? In the realm of the untamed, where the wild and the unknown collide, encounters with majestic creatures hold an air of mystery. Imagine finding yourself in the presence of a wolf, the embodiment of nature's untamed spirit. In such moments, instinct kicks in, and we seek refuge in hiding, silently hoping to remain unseen by these enigmatic beings. But what if, against all odds, the unexpected occurs? In this mesmerizing video, we bear witness to a wolf's leisurely stroll through its domain, seemingly lost in its own world. Unbeknownst to the wolf, a lady stands silently, observing its every move. It's as if an unseen connection sparks between them, an unspoken exchange in the depths of the wild. Then, the lady breaks the silence, uttering a few words. The wolf, caught off guard, startles and swiftly retreats from the encounter. A brief moment of connection and tension, leaving us with more questions than answers. What secrets lie within the depths of the wolf's mind? What drew its attention to the lady's voice, piercing through the wild like a whispered enchantment? In the dance between predator and observer, there are subtleties at play. The lady's choice of clothing, blending seamlessly with the natural hues of her surroundings, granted her temporarily invisible to the eyes of the wolf. And the wind, carrying her scent away, veiled her presence, preventing detection. A threatened or nervous wolf may unleash its voice upon the air, barking and howling to assert its presence and protect its territory. And when faced with human intrusion, the wolf may cautiously monitor their every move, observing from a safe distance until they are no longer a threat. To gain the attention of a wolf in its domain, a wave or deliberate action may catch its discerning gaze. This will prevent it from being suddenly startled and prevent any unpredictable behavior. As magnificent as these creatures are, if you ever met one in the wild, remember they are no house dog and respect their boundaries. Next, we have Trailcam footage that's left the owner spooked and the paranormal community intrigued. Confused about what I'm referring to? Watch the clip. Did you see it? Confusing, right? Because after watching the clip, you're still left to wonder, what did I just watch? The paranormal community has come up with some wild ideas. Some believe we may be dealing with a cryptid, but the mystery remains. How does it appear in one frame and disappear in the next? Some think it's a spirit moving in between planes, that is, our plane of reality and its own plane. That sounds interesting and plausible, but is that really the case? Well, we can't say for sure. What do you think, though? What could we really be dealing with here? Share your thoughts in the comments section. Camping can be fun and interesting, and it introduces you to lots of many experiences you never thought possible. Some are attracted to camping because they've never experienced the outdoors before, while others love it for the adrenaline and thrill it offers. However, when families go camping, it's usually intended as a fun bonding exercise. But what happens when this fun activity, which is supposed to help the family bond and relax, becomes one that introduces them to danger they did not even know existed? The family you see in this footage was exposed to danger while camping, and they didn't even realize it. If you watch the video carefully, you'll notice a creature swiftly moving past the young boy. If you didn't see it, watch it again. Did you see it? If you've been following today's videos, then you would have already learnt by now that in low-light conditions, objects can look weirder in the camera than they actually are. But this doesn't look like one such case. The family had the footage analyzed by experts who concluded that no stimuli were present in the environment that could have created the image of the creature running past their little boy. Whatever it was the real deal, and that left the family spooked. There was indeed a spirit present with them, and they were unaware. What if it had killed or hurt them? What if it had followed them home? I guess time will tell. A couple going about their normal everyday business came across a limb that was well preserved but didn't seem to belong to any animal species they knew. They could have easily ignored and continued with their day, but a part of them wondered, what if they had finally come across something significant? They took the limb and took pictures. The lady then realized they could actually have been handling a well-preserved foot of the legendary Bigfoot. On second thought, it didn't look big enough to be Bigfoot. They sent the image around and were told that they could actually be handling either the hand, see what I did there, of a juvenile Bigfoot or its foot. If only there was a way to cross-check its DNA with the DNA of other Bigfoot. But there is. Dr. Melba Ketchum and her team claimed to have conducted DNA sequencing on various biological samples, including hair and tissue purportedly obtained from unidentified hominin species commonly known as Bigfoot. Perhaps they should send the sample to them. Maybe we may be able to get to the bottom of this once and for all. Next, we have this eerie footage captured at a playground in England during the night. And perched atop the slide, we see a mysterious creature. It's as pale as a ghost with eyes that glow with an otherworldly light. But as soon as it spots the intruder, it swiftly leaps into the shadows, disappearing without a trace. The only remnants of its presence are the haunting sound of the swing swaying back and forth. Now, people who have seen this footage claim that the creature in question is none other than a rake. But what exactly is a rake? Well, rakes are paranormal beings known for their ghostly pale appearance and piercing glowing eyes. They bear a resemblance to humans but crawl on all fours, giving them an unsettling, inhumane presence. But that's not all. Imagine a mouth filled with razor-sharp teeth and claws that can send shivers down your spine. These creatures are said to lurk in the darkest corners, creeping into the windows of unsuspecting sleepers, their sole purpose to strike fear into the hearts of their victims. So the burning question remains, do you believe that the creature captured in the footage is a rake? Are we witnessing a true encounter with this paranormal entity, or could there be another explanation lurking in the shadows? Share your thoughts, your fears, and let's delve into the realm of the unknown together. Oh boy, hold on to your hats because we've got a seriously eerie sighting captured on a trail cam. Prepare yourselves, folks, because this creature is a real head-turner. Now, take a good look at this image. What on earth is that? It's an ugly creature, no doubt about it. Those claws, yikes! They resemble something straight out of Edward Scissorhands, but that's just the beginning, my friends. This creature has a bizarre combination of human-like features mixed with something more sinister. From the hair to the eyes and lower lips, it almost appears human. But that nose. The creature also sports a colossal snout reminiscent of a pig, only much larger. I mean, seriously, it's like a goblin come to life. Whoever came up with this Halloween costume, well, let's just say they must have not been giving out candies that night, because let me tell you, the mere sight of this creature would scare the living daylights out of anyone. So, my brave souls, what are your thoughts on this chilling entity? Is it a creature spawned from our worst nightmares, or perhaps just an elaborate hoax? Share your thoughts, your fears, and let's navigate through the realm of the supernatural together. Under the canopy of a lush green bamboo grove, two pandas sit huddled together, their eyes locked on the succulent apples resting in their paws. With mouths watering, they sink their sharp teeth into the juicy fruit, emitting a loud, crunching sound that echoes through the tranquil forest. Their faces, adorned with black rings around their eyes, light up with pure satisfaction. These adorable creatures radiate pure joy with every bite, as if nothing else in the world matters. The sheer bliss on their faces is infectious. Have you ever witnessed a battle for survival in the animal kingdom? The surprising twist captured on this Trailcam footage is not one to miss. A group of raccoons were trying to drink when they noticed a strange presence lurking in the bushes. It turned out to be a sneaky snake on the prowl, but the raccoons were not going to be an easy target. With their sharp claws and impressive strength, they quickly turned the tables on the predator. Using their powerful teeth, they made short work of the snake and enjoyed a well-deserved meal. Who knew raccoons could be so resourceful and fierce in the face of danger? Talking about strange and unidentifiable creatures, what do you think that is? If you direct your attention to the right side of the screen between the small opening in the gate, you'll notice a peculiar face. However, the face does not appear normal or natural. It has an ancient and non-human quality. Remarkably, it exhibits human-like intelligence, promptly noticing the camera and swiftly averting its gaze and movement. We have yet to determine the true nature of this entity. Can you help? Do you have an idea what we could be dealing with? Kindly share in the comments section below. Hold on tight, my friends, because we're about to delve into another spine-chilling encounter. This time, we find ourselves in Catalonia, Spain, with a camera capturing a sight in the depths of the woods. And as luck would have it, there are rangers present documenting this hair-raising encounter. So let's set the scene. The camera captures the presence of a creature rumored to be another cryptid lurking in the shadows. As is often the case, the rangers find themselves face to face with the unknown, ready to uncover the truth. The footage reveals a creature with a ghostly pale appearance, sending chills down your spine. Its eyes emit an ethereal glow, captivating yet unnerving. But that's not all. This creature possesses a shockingly emaciated body, moving with astonishing speed on all fours. It's a sight that'll make your heart skip a beat. Suddenly, the creature turns around, fixing its gaze directly on the rangers. Imagine the terror that courses through their veins at that very moment. Panic sets in as they frantically run and scream, unable to shake off the tension caused by the creature's abrupt movement. It's a situation that doesn't bode well for the rangers filming this eerie footage in the depths of the woods, especially at such a bewitching hour. Now, these questions linger in the air. What is this cryptid creature after? Could it be a fallen celestial being, or a creature from another realm, or perhaps it's just a cleverly orchestrated hoax? We can't say for sure, but what do you think? Let's dive further into the Bigfoot mystery with this intriguing image. Could this possibly be one of the closest and clearest images we have of Bigfoot? At first glance, it's evident that this is no ordinary ape, as most apes don't stand and move in such a manner beyond the fur. There isn't much resemblance to other known ape species. However, upon closer examination, doubts about its authenticity start to arise. Could it be a person wearing an ape suit? That's certainly a possibility, especially considering the proportions of the creature's body, but what if the entire image itself is fake? It's a question we have to ask. Take a critical look. One notices a white lining around the image of the Bigfoot, particularly around the head and shoulders. Could this be a sign of editing, or is it simply a result of natural lighting conditions at the location where the picture was taken? As much as we yearn for this image to be an authentic depiction of Bigfoot, there are several red flags that cannot be ignored, and unfortunately we lack the means to verify its veracity. This leaves us in a state of conflict, contemplating whether the image is real or fabricated. We invite you to share your thoughts with us in the comments section. What's your take on this perplexing image? Do you believe it could be an actual photograph of Bigfoot, or do you suspect it's a cleverly staged hoax? Let us know your thoughts below. Earlier in today's video, we saw the security cam footage of what we initially believed to be ghosts before the science folk busted our bubble. Well, there's this one too. The owner of this Trailcam had set it up to record videos of local wildlife for his personal use. He started to review the footage and came across this. It left him perplexed and a little bit scared. However, when he shared this online in an attempt to alleviate his fears, it only made things worse. Everyone who saw the image became convinced that the location where he set up his trail camera was haunted, and it would be best for him to never return there. But what if the ghosts followed him home? Perhaps he disturbed its place of abode and unintentionally revealed it to the rest. Some state that there's no way it's an apparition or ghost and that it definitely has to be a camera error. Some also think it's just bad Photoshop. Amid the secluded corners of a remote locale, our attention is captivated by the presence of a peculiar creature moving with an air of mystery and intrigue. It's through the lens of a phone and a trail cam that this footage was captured, revealing a creature that has come to be known colloquially as the Black Panther. Its massive form bears a resemblance to the renowned Texas black cat, lending it this casual moniker. Yet despite the numerous theories circulating in the wake of this sighting, the true identity of this enigmatic creature has proven elusive. In the photos displayed across the vast expanse of the internet, one thing is crystal clear. The creature in question undeniably possesses the traits of a black panther. With its sleek, ebony coat and graceful gait on all fours, it undeniably shares striking similarities with its feline counterparts, particularly the majestic panther. Experts on knowledgeable minds post a different perspective, proposing that this creature is, in fact, a jacarandi, a species predominantly found in the realms of northern Mexico, Central, and South America. These elusive creatures carve their habitat across a diverse region of landscape, from near-desert thorn scrubs to sprawling savannas, and from dry woodlands to the depths of primary and secondary rainforests. Though they may be somewhat uncommon in grasslands lacking dense scrub or dense forests, their adaptability knows few bounds. Given the fact that these sightings were made not far from their habitats, we have to go with the experts here. All right, folks, get ready for another mystery that'll leave you scratching your heads. We've got some intriguing footage capturing a furry creature standing in a field. Now, this one is a tough nut to crack. Let's dive in and see if we can unravel the enigma. At first glance, it's challenging to determine what creature we're dealing with here. Some folks suggest it might be a dog, but there's something that just doesn't quite add up for me. Identifying this elusive creature becomes even trickier due to its uncertain position. Is it on all fours or is it lying down? It's like a game of hide-and-seek, making it hard to discern the head or limbs. But from what I can gather, I have a different theory. To me, it appears more akin to an ape. There's a certain posture and stance that evoke images of our primate cousins. However, the final verdict is up to you. So let's hear it from all of you. Take a good look at the picture and share your thoughts in the comments section below. What do you see in this mysterious image? Is it a dog, an ape, or perhaps something entirely different? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section. As a hiker trekked through the rugged wilderness of Canada, he had no idea what he was about to stumble upon. In the distance, he spotted a massive humanoid figure towering over the trees and watching him with an eerie curiosity. The hiker couldn't believe his eyes and quickly pulled out his camera to capture the encounter. The creature's sheer size was awe-inspiring, and he knew he'd stumbled upon something truly remarkable. The next day, the hiker returned to the same spot, eager to uncover the creature's true identity. But to his disappointment, there was no sign of it. The footage he'd captured had become a viral sensation, with people from all over the world speculating about the creature's origin. Some believe it to be Bigfoot, while others think it to be a Yeti. The mystery surrounding this enigmatic creature has sparked the imagination of many, leaving them wonder what other secrets the deep woods of Canada might hold. What do you think this creature could be? Is it a new species waiting to be discovered, or just a figment of our imagination? Moving from Bigfoot, we take a look at another mysterious creature of the night. This Trailcam, which recorded this footage, has been set up deep in the hearts of the woods to capture the wildlife that roam the area. Unbeknownst to the owner, the camera captured something unearthly and untamed. It was wild, yet not necessarily alive. Upon examining the footage, you'll notice an ethereal figure draped in white robes. However, the creature doesn't remain stationary. It eerily fades away into the night just as mysteriously as it appears. What was it? No one knows. But what do you make of it? Still on strange apparitions, take a look at this security cam footage. I'm sure you saw a cat, didn't you? Now take your time and watch it again. You do see the translucent being running on the right side of the screen, right? Yes, that's our point of interest. Unless that's Sue from the Fantastic Four, that was a ghost or some form of apparition. Before you argue that the camera quality is bad, you might want to remind yourself that we saw the cat run as well, but it was not translucent. That only leaves us with one question. What was that? Until we can be 100% sure, it's safe to say whomever recorded that footage might need a priest to help him rid himself of whatever apparition that was. So picture this, there's a dude out hiking in the woods, just enjoying nature's wonders. Suddenly, his eyes catch something bizarre, a creature strolling the path up ahead. Now, you know this guy couldn't resist the call of curiosity, so he decides to play detective and starts chasing after the enigmatic being. But here's where it gets intense, my friends. As our brave adventurer gets closer, he begins to realize that what he's chasing after is no ordinary critter. Nope, this thing defies all labels and categories. It's like a riddle wrapped in a mystery. The creature standing tall at a whopping 7 to 8 feet is a hulking beast. I'm talking muscles on muscles, folks. And get this, it's covered head to toe in brown fur, giving off some serious ape vibes. But here's the kicker. It's running on 2 legs with its massive arms effortlessly swinging through the trees like they're twigs in the wind. Can you imagine witnessing that? Now hold on tight, because it gets even more hair-raising. As the chase heats up, the creature senses its pursuer hot on its tail and picks up the pace. It's desperate to shake off its persistent shadow. But guess what? Our gutsy hiker refuses to back down. He's like a dog with a bone, determined to uncover the truth. But here's the heart-stopping moment. The creature suddenly comes to a halt and starts pacing among the trees, unleashing bone-chilling growls that could make your blood freeze. It's at that very moment that our hiker realizes he's come face to face with the legendary Bigfoot. Yeah, you heard me right. Bigfoot. Luckily, the pacing giant eventually calms down and bolts away, leaving our intrepid hiker in a state of shock and awe. I mean, who wouldn't be left dumbfounded after an encounter like that? It's a white deer. While spotting a white deer is rare, it's not just the color that captivates everyone in this image. It's the deer's strange and unnatural features. Upon closer examination, this deer appears to have 3 hind legs, with 2 on each side of the body and 1 positioned directly behind them. This is a captivating instance of a deformed albino deer, a condition that can arise due to maternal nutrient deficiencies during pregnancy, trauma, or even hereditary factors. Although this creature has an excess of some limbs and less of others, it's still able to thrive and survive. Interestingly, these deformed albino deer often possess heightened senses, allowing them to detect danger more rapidly than their regular counterparts. Rest assured, this white Bambi is thriving and managing well on its own. Have you ever wondered what the child of a Bigfoot might look like? Well, want to know more? This intriguing photo was captured by a moto detection trail camera, revealing a large humanoid creature walking through the woods with its young. Now, think about it. Have you ever seen footage of an ape with its offspring, perhaps a gorilla or a chimpanzee? If you have, then you know that's not how they typically move. Normally, the baby would be on the parent's back, or even when they are not, they don't hold hands and walk upright on 2 feet. Based on this alone, I can't help but believe we are indeed dealing with a Bigfoot family here. And speaking of family, if you take a closer look at the image, you'll notice 2 other black spots further down from the main subjects we're initially focused on. If you didn't know any better, I'd say those are another set of Bigfoot. Could this be a nuclear family of Bigfoot moving together through the woods, or are they part of a larger community of Bigfoot that has successfully evaded discovery over the years? But here's a question that arises. Is this image even real? In this age of advanced AI, we can generate all sorts of things. That leaves me wondering, is this the real deal or a product of clever fabrication and manipulation to make us believe in Bigfoot? What do you think it is? Here we have something sure to keep you scratching your head. Do you believe in aliens? Do you believe we're not alone in this universe? If you said no, I wouldn't blame you. I'd be scared of that thought too, thanks to movies such as The War of the Worlds. Notwithstanding our fears and skepticism, we can't ignore compelling evidence right before our eyes. This trail camera is set up deep in the woods to capture the local wildlife. However, the owner soon realized that the camera had captured something beyond their expectations. He noticed that there were lights in the sky just above a deer the trail cam was capturing. The lights moved in erratic patterns before vanishing into the darkness. As a result, numerous questions have arisen, with one prevailing above all. Are the aliens already here? Let's dive into the intriguing world of perception and speculation, where a single image can ignite the imagination and spark a whirlwind of theories. In this captivating photograph captured by a wildlife photographer, we're presented with an image that has sent the paranormal community into a frenzy of speculation and conjecture. As we examine the image closely, we begin to unravel the truth behind the enigmatic creature in question. What may have initially appeared to be a cryptid or a shape-shifting being, upon further inspection reveals itself to be something far more commonplace, a hairless, rare end of a mouse. It's fascinating how our perceptions can play tricks on us, leading to imaginative interpretations and theories. The initial excitement and inclination towards extraordinary explanations can often lead us astray. However, when we take a step back and truly examine the details, we realize that sometimes the simplest explanation is the correct one. In this case, the image showcases a harmless earthly creature with its head bent into the grass, likely engaged in its natural behavior of grazing. It serves as a reminder that not every unusual sight is a supernatural phenomenon or a creature that defies explanation. Don't get me wrong, there are some really terrifying creatures out there that don't belong here, but this is not one of them. Once again, our minds are being blown by the countless creatures caught on the trail, dash, as well as street cams on a supposedly normal day. In this video clip, we witness a creature moving on all fours either on the sidewalk or the road. Its wide stance and leg position resemble that of an enlarged grasshopper. The internet is ablaze with speculations as this creature captured from various angles appears to be a skinwalker, hauntingly traversing the earth as if it's claimed it for its own. It's really creepy how these cams pick up just about anything in hindsight. Not many think the footage is genuine, though. They believe it's a prank or at least some sort of elaborate hoax. What do you think? Please do tell. Take a close look at this trail cam capture. Can you spot what's out of place? If you notice that the deer's neck doesn't look natural, you're absolutely right. It seems like the deer is howling, but as we all know, that's something exclusive to the canine family. In no universe is this behavior normal for a deer. What's even stranger is that this posture has been captured by multiple trail cams in that same area. So what could possibly be happening here? If you're familiar with the paranormal community, which I believe you are being on this channel, you might already be aware that they would have suspected something supernatural is at play. The most prominent theory suggests that a demon could be possessing the deer. Another stated that some otherworldly creature is attempting to mimic an animal from our realm. These possibilities are certainly intriguing. However, the scientific community quickly dismissed these speculations, stating that the deer was simply very sick and injured, with no paranormal elements involved. As it turns out, it was just an everyday deer. Wild biologists believe it had suffered from food impaction, which then became infected, ruptured, and drained. While it may be a normal deer, it certainly found itself in an abnormal situation. The pain it experienced made maintaining a normal neck posture impossible, and it struggled to drink or swallow. Our quest for the paranormal took an unexpected turn, leaving us feeling rather somber. Unfortunately, nobody knows if the deer survived or made a full recovery, but I'd like to think it did. A hunter perches high up in a tree, scanning the area for his prey. His concentration is broken by the sudden appearance of a massive bear ambling through the woods towards him. The hunter, frozen with fear, watches in disbelief as the bear begins to climb up the tree toward him. The bear's paws grit the bark, and its eyes lock onto the hunter's. It's a tense moment that could end in disaster at any second. But then the hunter snaps into action, shouting at the bear and making himself look as big and intimidating as possible. With a loud roar, the bear gets spooked and scurries back down to the ground. It was on May 2014 in the depths of southeast Peru that a Trailcam captured something truly extraordinary. This creature, with its eerie appearance, left even seasoned explorers trembling with intrigue. As the footage unveils, we catch a glimpse of a creature that defies conventional explanation. Its form, obscured by the dense foliage, seems monstrous and otherworldly. The mind races with wild speculations. Could this be a mythical beast, a relic from a forgotten age, or an otherworldly entity that has made its home in the depths of the rainforest? The enigma deepens as reports emerge from Panama, where this same creature has been sighted and given a mysterious moniker, the short-eared dog or the short-eared Zorro. This creature, shrouded in secrecy, finds itself classified as an endangered species. Its existence is threatened by the fearsome predators that roam these rainforest realms, the ocelots, the jaguars, and the mighty pumas, formidable adversaries that could send shivers down anyone's spine. The range of this elusive creature stretches across the South American rainforest regions of Peru, Bolivia, Colombia, Ecuador, and possibly Venezuela. It's said to inhabit the waters or seek refuge in the depths of heavy rainforests, its every move masked in the veil of mystery. But let us shift our gaze from the realm of legends and turn our attention to the facts that lie within the depths of this creature's existence. This creature, known by the name of the short-eared dog, stands as an enigmatic species facing the threats of its natural habitat. So no, it's no paranormal being, instead an endangered species due to our recklessness. Next, we have this Trailcam capture that we aren't quite sure what it could be. As I mentioned earlier, there are creatures that do not seem to belong to our world, and this particular image is a perfect example. The sight of the creature in the image should give you chills. The creature in question has dark fur and hind legs, reminiscent of a quadrupedal animal. The creature is standing on its hind legs and looks hunched. It doesn't seem to have a neck, making it look like the head is attached to the shoulders. The head has a strange and indescribable shape, and its eyes are oval-shaped and completely white, lacking any discernible irises or pupils. It looks like something straight out of a horror movie, or perhaps even an alien. While I wish I could dismiss it as a person in a costume or a product of photo editing, what I'm seeing appears disturbingly real. This leaves us with many questions. What is this creature? Where did it come from? Are the inhabitants who live near where this was filmed safe? So many questions. But hey, I'm dying to know what you make of all this. What's your take on this spine-chilling creature captured on that trail cam? In an outdoor coffee haven, a passerby stumbles upon an extraordinary sight, a massive bat suspended from the ceiling with its wings unfurled and an inky blackness defining its form. Bats come in various sizes and species, and some can indeed be quite large. Bats are fascinating mammals and play crucial roles in ecosystems, including pollination and insect control. While they're mostly nocturnal and known for roosting in caves, trees, or other sheltered areas, it's not uncommon to see them hanging from the ceilings of outdoor structures. As you can see, this bat and many others are generally harmless to humans and are not aggressive unless provoked. So when you come across a bat, just take a picture and go your merry way. And with that, we end today's episode. Thanks for staying with us. Before you go, are there popular trail cams you've come across that you think we should feature on this channel? Please tell us in the comments section. If you personally have odd footage you recorded yourself, you can forward it to us at classifiedcaptures@gmail.com. We'll do the needful analysis and include it in our next episode. We'll also give you the credit unless, of course, you want to remain anonymous. We can't wait to receive your clips. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends and family. See you in the next one.